Tell me what to do. No, I don't know what to do.
Hey there, and welcome back to From the 501. I'm Nick Yarbrough. That's Peyton Fisher. I know y'all been real sad to not see our beautiful faces and lovely voices the last
It's been
2
a minute.
weeks.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, had a lot of stuff come up. Been not really able to podcast recently, but just because we love you, we're back.
Well, we aren't going to go out just like that.
No, I heard some lingerings from people who have watched and messaged me saying that they knew this time was going to be short-lived, and you're wrong.
Mom, I was busy. I'm sorry, some things came up. Some trips were made. After that loss to Arizona, I maybe went on a bender. There was no police records on my name that I know of yet. But we are back in business.
Speaking of that Arizona game, it was so sweet to see Michigan just absolutely dog Arizona the way they did us and just rub it in at the end. That felt real nice.
Nice to see Arizona not bringing any hardware this season.
But you know who did?
We did.
Not just us. Darius Acuff.
Acuff. Did he win some more awards?
He won that Bob Cousy.
Ooh.
Best point guard in the country. No question about it.
I'm a little worried about the future of this podcast going on without Darius Acuff.
Why is that?
I mean, it's not that often you get a historic player like that.
Yeah,
I do think our basketball team's going to be fine in the future, yes, but it's going to be hard. Look at those box scores in the future, not just saying those 26 and 13 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, Jordan Smith Jr. is going to have big shoes to fill, but, high school player of the year, I think he'll do just fine.
And, I don't have any sources saying this, but I really think we got a shot at getting Leak back.
I would.
This is just Peyton Fisherology. There's no inside sources on this. My inside source that me and Nick talk to daily has been pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a shame, but I'm going to say this: the key tale on if Malik Thomas stays or if he goes is my boy Mir. You see him on TikTok after the games dancing around with Billy. If that boy is staying, that means the league is back.
About Mir, I've seen some controversy around his name. to say the lightest. But dude, someone was trying to tell me the other day he was Pennsylvania player of the year or something like that.
I don't know exactly, but
he had some pretty flashy award. Which I was like, holy hell! Maybe this guy. I know he had football offers.
Yeah, let me pull it up because I know that he won something in.
The guy's got drip. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, you see him on the sideline.
I see him every time that TV's around. Mir's gonna be front and center.
I love that guy. Honestly, he's so goofy. Let's see, Amir Brown. Let's see what it says in his bio. High school. He was the number 50 point guard in his class. The number 8 player in Pennsylvania.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think he had a football offer from Bryant too.
For a 5'9" point guard, honestly, that's kind of nuts.
Having Tyler Eulis on staff developing Amir is going to be nice for this program.
Oh, yeah. And before we keep going, again, we've got a Fanatics page, and we had someone go buy some SEC Champs merch from our link, and good choice. And I think more people should do that. And it'll be down below. You can go get all of your SEC Champs gear from Fanatics through our link. But one more thing.
Mom, go ahead and order me a T-shirt, 2XL.
Here's one more thing, and we've got some allegations, honestly, too, that we've been a little too positive, kind of sunshine pumpers a little bit. But today's
those allegations I never thought this show would see.
I agree, and today that's going to be changing, because today we're going to be talking about things that Arkansas fans don't want to hear, but it needs to be said. Like right now.
And this will continue to go on probably through the summer and all the way till next basketball season.
Probably so. And I mean, right now, Arkansas basketball, Sweet 16 SEC tournament champs. You can call that elite.
I'll give it an A+ season, personally.
Baseball.
Is this really the episode we want to bring out our philosophies?
Baseball on paper, the last couple seasons, has been elite. Football, they're catching up.
That might be sunshine pumping right there.
I mean, they can't be getting any worse. So, I mean, they have to be catching up. But somehow, basketball and baseball, I don't know what it is, but every time it just seems like the lights are way too bright. And I'm giving Cal a break. Yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Yes, whatever you want to say. Year 2, SEC tournament champs, goes to the Sweet 16 both seasons that he's here, in the hardest tournament in all of sports. And I'm pulling up receipts because I'm just gonna say it. Dave Van Horn fish pop the line that we created. What is he?
He's a regular season merchant.
And before everyone gets their panties in a wad and starts yelling at us, oh, they just swept Alabama. Congrats. We do that every single year in the regular season. Congrats. We win regular season games all the time.
Notice, we're saying this now after a sweep. We were quiet after the Auburn series. We were quiet after the Florida series. But it's time we have a little thing called reality.
Dave Van Horn has elevated the floor of this Arkansas program. I'm not denying that whatsoever. But at some point, we have to start talking about hardware. He's been here for over 20 years. What does he have to show for it?
In my opinion, he is the Mark Few of college baseball without the drunken driving records.
Yeah, no, he's Dave, great guy.
I'm not sure me and him would be buddies, but I do think, character-wise, he's probably one of the better ones in the country.
No, yeah, Dave can recruit at the top of. He can out recruit most people. He's got 3 Golden Spikes winners?
3 Golden Spikes leaders, but 0 national championships.
So here's my receipts. So that way, when people hear this and see this, oh, they're just being pissy. No, this is stats that cannot be argued. He's been here since 2003, correct?
So is that 23 years, I'm guessing?
Yep. He has made 20 NCAA tournament appearances, 11 super regional appearances, 8 College World Series appearances, and 0 national championships.
He's
And
only been
one,
to the Natty once,
yeah,
too,
and
by the
only
way.
one runner-up.
Yeah. It'd be different if he had like 4 runner-ups. But no, you have 1 runner-up. My biggest thing has always been it's like we struggle to close.
The baseball team just seems to, as soon as the calendar hits June, they've checked out. And again, before everyone gets pissy with me, I got more receipts during this entire time. Let's talk about the SEC tournament specifically, where
He's only won that once, hasn't he?
Where he's only won 1 SEC tournament in 23 seasons. Also, Calipari, 2 years, has won one. He has matched it in 2 years. Dave Van Horn's record in the SEC tournament is 14-26.
So he's 12 games under 500.
You know how many times he's gone 0-2 in the SEC tournament and been eliminated?
I don't know it off the top of my head.
7 times.
So about a third of his tenure.
Yeah, about a third. He cannot even win a game in Hoover. It's insane. And then you throw in, let's go to regionals now. So he's had 11 regional championships. It's not bad. 9 regional exits. Not great. His record in regionals, 44-25. So 63%, almost 64%.
Yeah.
Then you go supers. His record in supers, 11-11. Perfect 500. But here's another thing. We've been eliminated at home in the supers multiple times. That should
and there are some frustrating losses in those.
Oh yeah.
Like the first one that comes to mind for me is that North Carolina State year with freaking Kevin Kopps, a Golden Spikes winner that we started, and he pitched his heart out in 7-8 innings, and our bats just never woke up.
Bats never woke up, and you pull the Golden Spikes winner, and you just don't have a reliever that can come in and finish a game that was just handed to him like, hey, here's an inning and a half. Take it and close it. Couldn't do it.
And yeah, it seems like I feel like the complaint always is, right? It's like he either has pitching or he has hitting, right? It seems like he's just never fully put them both together.
Yeah. Now here's another one. Let's talk about the Omaha record.
This one is going to be interesting.
And Dave in Omaha, his record 18-22.
About the same as the SEC tournament, almost.
Yeah, surprisingly, he does better in Omaha than he does the SEC tournament. It's insane. And again, yes, baseball is hard. Baseball is one of the hardest sports, in my opinion. And this, that, and the other. Dave can't make the plays. Dave can't go there and play for him. Dave this, Dave that. Okay, well, let's talk about this. Since 2003, LSU, how many titles have they won?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Baseball and titles are gonna be a little. My knowledge isn't gonna be as good on these as, like, say, basketball or football. But I will give this a shot. I'm gonna say they have 3.
LSU has 3 titles with 2 different coaches in this time frame.
Paul Maneri and Jay Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt has 2. Mississippi State
Same
has
coach.
1.
Same coach for Vandy, right?
Yeah, same coach. And then Mississippi State has one, Ole Miss has one, Florida has one, Tennessee has one. You know how many Dave has? 0. You know how many Dave's former assistant has? More than he does.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dave. I was like growing up in Arkansas. You know, like I always knew Arkansas was pretty decent at baseball. Right? I knew we were both like, above average, right? But dude, okay, after the Kevin Cox year, Mississippi State won that, right? And we had the bats. We had Jalen Battles, Rob Moore. Trying to think other players we had. Slavens, I think. I mean, there was bats on that team, right? Then the next year, like I'm not even going to hold that one on him. But the next year, when we lost to Ole Miss in Omaha and went down, I think we lost 1-0 or 2-0 to Ole Miss to go to Omaha to play Oklahoma. That's when my love affair with Dave Van Horn, I decided to have some critical thinking, right? And his remarks after that are what really set me off. Do you remember? You know what comment I'm about to tell you?
I do, but I'm going to let you say it.
There's actually 2. Number 1 being, I'll never be upset into my season in Omaha. That's a comment. I think that's kind of a loser mentality, personally. So take it how you wish. But number 2, winning national championships doesn't drive me. I've never heard Nick Saban, an all-time great, say that. I've never heard Coach Cal say that directly. I know Coach Cal says he's like, I'm big into the players and developing them. And like, I don't think that's exactly what the angle that DVH is going with, personally. I never heard Coach K say that. I never heard Bill Belichick. Never heard him say that. But you see, Nick, what I'm saying here is I'm naming like all-time great coaches, right? And I've yet to hear them say any remarks similar to this.
I'm not going to argue with you. I get that we might be acting a little hard on Dave Van Horn. It's hard, yeah, whatever. But you cannot say those kind of things and make it to the World Series 8 times and not win one. And like, tell me, like, we had this argument with one of our buddies the other day. Is why keep him? He has shown time and time and time and time again that he can't close it. And yeah, like a few times, yeah, he didn't catch the foul ball. But let's not pretend like that was the Game 3 deciding game. They had to come back and play the next game, and he did not get that team ready whatsoever. And
it was like that game was never close.
It was not. And like, so I'm tired of everyone being like, oh, he's one foul ball away from – okay, congrats.
Okay. It's been 23 years, right? And we've only been runner-up once. Like, it just seems a little to me like the thing that pisses me off about the Razorback, our fan base, right? Oh, he's the GOAT. Dude, he is closer to 25 or 30 in the all-time rankings than he is the 1.
Yeah, if your GOAT cannot even win one national championship, then that's saying something.
And I think it makes it look worse. Like Ole Miss never won one. They won one during the prime DVH era. Same with Mississippi State. Same with Tennessee. All three have never won a national championship in baseball, and then they win them in the peak of the DVH era.
Well, I mean, yeah, and Vandy too. Vandy won 2 from in 14 and 19.
I mean, LSU, I think they went back to back, right? LSU.
No, Tennessee won in between.
Okay. Well, LSU, they won 2. Jay Johnson was a first-year coach. Came in with and won the Natty in year 1. What is the excuse? Like Razorback fans, think a little bit more critically, right? Why does he not have one? He's like baseball. Arkansas baseball is a top 10 job.
Yeah, because let's break that down a little bit too, because it's not like Dave is like it's not like we're the equivalent of like a Grambling State or something. We have a top facility, top recruiting almost every year, top fan attendance to almost every game. Dave gets nearly every single thing that he could ever want from the university by just barely asking. And in return, we get a good regular season and then fall apart in the postseason for 23 years. And everyone's like, no, this is baseball. It's hard. Yeah, yes, it is hard. But let me read you the list of all of the schools that have won a national championship since Dave has been at Arkansas.
I want to just say one, Coastal Carolina.
Rice, Cal State Fullerton, Texas, Oregon State, Fresno State, LSU, South Carolina, Arizona, UCLA, Vanderbilt, Virginia, Coastal Carolina, Florida, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Tennessee, and LSU. No, I already said LSU. These are all of the teams that have won in that stretch. Like, yeah, some of them are powerhouses, like LSU, and like, but also 4 of those teams are non-power 4 teams. There's no excuse. Baseball is hard, but you're going to sit there and tell me that Arkansas can't do what Rice, Cal State, Fullerton, Fresno State, or Coastal Carolina can do? No, that is stupid. That is a dumb argument, and quit saying it.
I mean, like DVH has every benefit. Like he has the stadium, he has the facilities, like the training programs. He's got money for NIL. I mean, I'm going to say like the modern day equivalent to Arkansas baseball is probably like I'm going to say like a Georgia in football, in my opinion, like in terms of resources and money and history maybe, but like it just seems like if Georgia had not won their 2, they would be absolutely livid right now.
Yeah. Dave Van Horn might be the Mark Richt of college baseball.
I agree. I'm going to say he's Mark Richt and Mark Few.
Because, I mean, yeah, Dave will go win you some games. And, you know, if Arkansas goes out and somehow wins it all this year, everyone in the world, feel free to absolutely clown
Come
on
at
me.
me. I'm begging you to.
Yes, please come clown on me all that you want, because I'll tweet about it and be like, I was wrong. Don't listen to anything I've ever said ever, and I don't know anything. But also, when you come back here in June and everyone else is still playing baseball and Arkansas sitting at home, then you're going to be like, wow, you know, maybe these guys weren't that wrong.
I feel like I've been like this. I've been on the stance probably pretty early on compared to most Hog fans. And dude, like I still get pissed when we lose at the end of the year.
Yeah, I get pissed. I'm just not surprised anymore.
No, it's like for me, it's like almost comical. Like it's like mad and laughter. Like it's like sickening, but like you've just grown to expect it. I mean, this is almost like Texas A&M like what we've been doing. Like we're throwing in all this money. We have these nice facilities. We got just nothing to show for it.
Hey, at least we don't do some weird midnight yell.
I mean, we're some weird yell leaders and some we're some weird yell leaders in a cult-like trajectory away from being A&M.
And that's not a place that I want to support.
Honestly, I feel like Dave Van Horn at A&M could be like a cultural fit.
No titles. Sounds about right to me.
And look, our inside source that me and Nick will talk about from that time, big DVH guy. Big DVH. I think the other day he told me it's top 10 of all time. And I just don't think we're ever going to say eye to eye to that.
Yeah. I'm just not seeing him.
I mean, even if he wins a natty this year, it's probably not top 10.
No. And here's the funny thing. is Jay Johnson is going to be much higher than Dave Van Horn, and be mad about it if you want to.
It's true, though.
Rings mean more than regular season wins.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the homers are going to say, well, he has 900-something wins. Dude, those are longevity.
Congratulations on winning meaningless games.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, basketball, right? Like, yes, Carmelo Anthony has a shit ton of points. But they don't really mean anything because he never won anything.
I mean, go watch Inside the NBA with Shaq and Charles. What does Shaq always tell Barkley? He's got no rings. It matters. I don't understand why people don't think it doesn't matter, because it does matter. If you want to have something to hang your hat on besides, we had a good year. That's all we've had.
Like that to me is just dead. Like, you're never going to hear Peyton Fisher at the end of the baseball season, probably until we won a national championship. It was a good season.
I've seen, like, everyone here has seen so many first round draft picks, Golden Spikes winners. Dave has done every single thing, but get the only thing that matters when you're a college head coach, which is winning a national championship.
Hey, quote unquote, it doesn't drive him. And, like, dude, I could really dissect that quote. If you really want me to, I can get into some deep analytical thinking on that quote. Is he saying that because he's already accepted it's not going to happen? Or is he using that as a cop-out? I don't know.
I don't think anyone will know.
I mean, I bet DVH doesn't even know.
Again, we're not taking – I mean, I guess we kind of are taking personal shots at DVH, but it's not because we don't like – he's a good guy as a guy. He's just not a closer.
I mean, when I think of closers in college baseball, the first one that came to my mind in the modern day is Tony Vitello. I know he's not at Tennessee anymore, but, like, that's my answer to making Arkansas baseball relevant, like, to actually getting the ring. I think that's your answer.
I'm telling you, I will be one happy man in a season or two when Dave finally hangs it up, because we'll never fire Dave. He will never be fired.
He's done enough to not get fired.
Yeah, he's going to do enough in the regular season every single year to not be fired. So we're going to have to wait for him to retire. But when he does, you can guarantee Tony Vitello will be getting a call, and it's going to be hard for him to turn down that offer.
And I'm kind of hoping – I don't think he's going to work out in MLB. I'll be honest with you. I think the MLB is kind of a different animal.
I've already seen some of his comments on being there, and it sounds like it's been kind of a weird transition for him.
I mean, I don't blame the guy for going to San Fran. I mean, they got a pay raise, I'm sure. He's in San Francisco, which is a cool city. Like, he's playing, he's in the best division in baseball, probably, NL West. It's just like, that guy just needs to be in college baseball.
Yeah, and what a better place for him than Walker.
Vitello didn't need the fancy stadium. He didn't need all these resources in the NIL. He didn't make any excuses. He just went out there and got it done. And that's the type of guy I want.
Absolutely. Once Dave retires, I will be on the Tony V bandwagon until he comes home. Because, I mean, we saw him when he was at Tennessee. When he would come back here, like, yes, he was emotional and heated, but that's because that place meant something to him. Like, he talked about it many times about how fond of memories he had of Fayetteville and the Razorbacks and all the people there, and even the people still on staff that he coached with and everything like that. he has talked so highly of the University of Arkansas that he would entertain the idea of coming.
I think he would entertain it. I mean, like, I'm not saying he'll take it. I'm not saying he'll leave the San Francisco Giants maybe to take it, but I do think maybe if he's wanting an out or if he's like maybe unemployed, I think we'd be like the first option. I think we'd be in the top 5 options he would want.
Yeah, because
honestly, I might even say top 3.
I'm going to say the top because what Arkansas baseball is one of the biggest brands.
I think it's a top 10 brand. I mean, there may be other jobs that you may want just like for regionally, maybe. But I think that's historically and like his history there, we're probably top 3.
Yeah. Let's take a little break here. We've been real hard on the baseball.
And Dave, we are pulling for you. We are.
No, yeah. I would love nothing more to take back every single word that I just said about Dave Van Horn for a national title. If we win a national title this year in baseball, I will delete this entire platform that we have. We will get rid of everything and we'll start something brand new, and it'll just be the Dave Van Horn fan club. That's what this podcast will be.
Nick has told me in confidence, right, that if Dave Van Horn was to win the Natty this year, that he will dress up as a clown and do a full podcast.
Absolutely. I will go buy a clown suit and talk about how amazing Dave Van Horn is in every aspect. You thought that Chuck and Bo could sunshine pump? Wait until that episode if that ever happens.
I don't know if I'll go to that extent.
Let's segment a little bit here, cool off a little bit, and talk about something very lighthearted, aka the Arkansas football program.
Well, I'm not sure that's going to put me in a better mood or not.
We got a new coach.
God, how did that whole segment when we not talk about Nate Thompson? That's a segment for another time.
Trust me, we've got plenty of baseball time left this season for that to happen. But, football team, they've been practicing.
I don't even know. I'm kind of like, okay, I haven't been as in tune. I don't know of all the transfer portal pickups off the top of my head. It's been a few months. But I'm happy they are practicing. I'm not sure how much we're bringing back exactly. I'm hoping not a lot.
I second that. Really, the thing about the Arkansas football program is that the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was I have been surprisingly impressed with Ryan Silverfield. Not from anything that's happening on the field or any recruits that we're getting or anything, but he's just doing the right thing. Not that long ago, he brought Felix Jones out to practice, and then didn't he have Peyton Hillis out there too?
So something the previous regime was never doing.
Yeah, and I love that. I definitely think that there needs to be more of bringing the old head back. Bring some of these guys that actually did something, bring them back and kind of show these young guys what it means to play for the University of Arkansas, because I'm not sugarcoating anything. The last 10 years playing for the University of Arkansas in football has meant basically nothing.
We got an Outback Bowl.
Yeah. We have done one thing of mention.
It's not even the Outback Bowl anymore, I don't think. But it was a good Tampa Bowl.
Hey, we won the last ever Outback Bowl. We got to take that with us.
I celebrated with the blooming onion, and I was proud of it.
I was in Tampa. I enjoyed a few cold beverages after the game. It was a good time.
Great spot, Tampa. Great spot.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I truly believe that Ryan Silverfield absolutely believes in himself, and I'm glad. That's one thing I can say that I don't think the last head coach had was complete confidence in himself, aka having to go get coordinators to do his job for him.
Rip KB, my guy.
Yeah, how insane is it that Sam Pittman probably had some of the best coordinators by any Arkansas head coach
Ever.
ever at the same time? Like, he had
Barry Odom.
AB and Barry Odom, who was just a head coach at Missouri, who also had just beat Arkansas not long before that. And so you have him. You have Kendall Briles that was dialing up defenses.
Top 10 offenses in school history, by the way. I just want a little bit more respect on his name.
Hey, although we were 2-10, Bobby Petrino had wasn't that statistically the best offense we've ever had last year?
For sure in the top 3.
But again, just I don't like if Sam Pittman had 2 ounces of being a great head coach in him, you win. You're at least a 7 regular season wins, not including bowl games. But instead, it was just, I mean, let's be honest, it was a shit show.
I mean, like, I said the day that Kendall Briles left for TCU, right, that was going to be the end of the Pittman era. And I said that from a recruiting standpoint because I thought Briles going to Texas and keep our things up to date. He was a younger guy. He was pretty modern. He knew what other teams were doing. And then you go hire freaking Dan Enos hire. I mean, that might be the worst hire of an offensive coordinator I've ever seen in my whole lifetime at the University of Arkansas. And, like, look, I hate Nate Thompson. I'm not a Nate Thompson guy. For all you that don't know, he's Dave Van Horn's, like, right-hand man. But Dan Enos significantly worse than him.
I'd agree with that.
And, like, okay, and another thing, my pet peeve with the fan base right now is they'll probably give Nate Thompson some sort of roses for, like, what he did this past weekend against Alabama. Where were these roses when Kendall Briles was throwing up 60 against BYU? I never understand it. That's one of the Peyton Fisher's biggest mysteries of Arkansas football fandom is why KB never got the love he deserved.
Yeah, I think it's just because he had that last name that people are scared of.
Completely innocent. I mean, maybe not innocent, I don't know, but I do know that Briles family got a pretty big settlement out of that from the University of Baylor. And I guarantee you a school is going to have some pretty good attorneys, and Art Briles got every bit of that settlement.
Speaking of Art, didn't he just take a head coaching job at the D2 level?
Yes, and I am officially an Eastern New Mexico fan. That is my favorite D2 football team. I want that on the record. We have a couple in Arkansas, some even close to home. But no, I ride with the Briles family.
Yeah, Arkansas has a few D2 schools, but if you ever catch me sitting around on a Saturday afternoon watching D2 football, it's been a bad day for me.
Hey, you can bet on D2 football now.
Even if I threw some money on D2 football, I don't think you'd be catching – you would not be catching me still watching the game.
See, it's all fun and games to me until you see the triple option. That's a sign of football Peyton Fisher is not going to buy into.
Yeah, it's real cute to run it in high school, but it's not a sustainable offense. It's just not. There's a reason powerhouses in college and 0 NFL teams run it, because it does not work when you have freak athletes on both sides of the ball. Sue me if you love that offense. You're wrong. It's not good.
I mean, can you imagine saying I'm just thinking like a beast defensive lineman, right? Sue at Nebraska. I mean, would you have not loved to have seen him against the triple option?
Micah Parsons against it.
Yeah, Myles Garrett. I mean, I wanted to see it one time just for people to know how stupid it is.
Yeah, here's the thing too. If you can run that and it's very successful, you are not playing against good competition.
I would agree.
So, I mean, if it works for some teams because they're playing lesser talent, sure, go ahead and do it. But you're not going to be catching me watching that.
Look, I would rather line up in the Maryland eye and fullback dive for 3 yards of play. I think that's a little bit more enjoyable than seeing all these pitches and nonsense in the backfield. But
you can watch. I would much rather go watch Sam Houston versus UTSA every single day of the week and twice on Sundays before I'd watch that.
What's the coach at UTSA? What's his name? He was at Arkansas. I'm going blank on his name. That's going to drive me insane. He's a Texas guy. He was an assistant here for Morris.
No, he was, yeah.
Bald guy.
I can see a picture. Jeff Traylor.
Yeah. I would much rather see a Jeff Traylor 42-35 showdown in the Conference USA or American than watch a triple option team put up 13-6 win.
Yeah, and there's just so many things I'd rather do than watch a triple option offense.
I mean, I'm thinking paint drying, sunset watching.
Go mow the yard, do some dishes, vacuum. Let's see, laundry.
Maybe go to a poetry club.
Go up and say, like, do the poetry in front of a mic in front of everybody.
I would rather completely humiliate myself and go to one of these stand-up comedy shows than sit there and watch that for 3 hours.
Yeah, some people, that might be your cup of tea, and if it is, go watch GJ Kinney.
Kendall Browse.
Kendall Browse, GJ Kinney. Go watch those guys coach a football game, and you're going to be blown away and be like, holy, they can throw the ball forward?
Well, why are there 5 receivers on one side of the field?
Where's all the tight ends?
Is there a reason they aren't running the ball up the middle every play?
You're telling me these boys don't have a fullback?
I'm happy we got that ran out of our systems. It was long overdue.
It's going to happen again. But anyways, one thing I did want to bring up about old Ryan Silverfield is I truly believe that he believes in himself. But here's another thing. I also believe that the Arkansas job is kind of a death sentence right now until something changes higher up, like in the athletic department financially, everything, we're just so far behind that I really don't think it would matter for the most part who's running it realistically that we could get that it would change much.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to make progress, right? I mean, I don't think anyone's expecting Silverfield to come in next year and win 6. I'm not.
No.
I mean, I guess one thing that we need to maybe talk about is our expectations of the Arkansas football program. I mean, what are your expectations, you would say? Like, what do you think? Like, what would make Nick Yarbrough happy with a first-year Ryan Silverfield-led ball club?
5 wins, and this is sad. 5 wins, success.
I'll say 2 conference wins.
If he wins 5 games, it's like, all right, maybe we did make the right hire. If he can somehow win 7 or more, he might be the next Nick Saban.
Yeah, maybe.
But I will be – the concern for me is going to happen when we're below 4 wins. If we have another 2 to 3 win season, that just means Ryan Silverfield is going to be one of those guys that's just a filler hire for like 2, maybe 3 years, just so we can enter a new coaching search without everyone in the SEC also getting a head coach.
And I don't know who was texting you about us being sunshine pumpers. They have obviously not listened to our Hunter Yarbrough segments.
That is true.
If we're having I think we had something earlier in this podcast called the Peyton Fisher fraud list. Yes, Bucky Ball is in there. Mark Pope is in there. Nate Thompson, he's in there too. But freaking Yarbrough, that guy's like number 1.
Fun fact: met Hunter Yarbrough, shook his hand.
No calluses on those hands. I'm going to go ahead and promise you that.
Maybe something was going on with him that day. I don't know what it was. I met him at like an event here in Little Rock. There's a bunch of people there. He was shaking a bunch of hands. But when I met him, I shook his hand. That man had a dead fish handshake, and it genuinely pissed me off a little bit. If you cannot shake hands like a man, it pissed me off just a little bit. And I was like, I don't apologize for anything I've ever said about you.
Well, so I got a short list of guys I want to be in the next AD.
Okay.
Do you want 2 or 3?
Go 3.
All right. Well, number 1, it's Houston Nutt.
I'm not even a big Houston Nutt guy, but he would be a fantastic athletic director.
He's one of our own. That's why I want him. He's one of our own. He knows he'll get the feel where the fan base is at, and I think he could address things accordingly. I think he'd be a good fundraiser. I think he could maybe get some Little Rock money in there thrown around. Number 2, he's actually already in Fayetteville. And he's just led our Razorbacks to a Sweet 16. And his name is John Calipari.
Calipari would be –
I think he'd maybe be a better AD than a coach. I mean, there's something – that guy says things, and you're just like, all right, I'm reassured. Like –
yeah, no, John Calipari would be a absolutely fantastic athletic director.
And I'm not against, I know it's old school. You don't see it that much anymore where there's like an AD and coach. He could do that for me right now, and I think it'd be better than what is probably going on in Fayetteville anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that one bit. I 100% agree that it would be going better.
And my number 3 is probably – I don't know, just one of John Tyson's kids, probably.
Well, not just John Tyson.
I mean, John Tyson, if you want it, you may not want it. I don't know, but he obviously cares. I just want to see someone up there that you can tell actually cares, right? Because it seems like I really don't know what Hunter Yarbrough was doing the last 3 years during this NIL period. The football program saw zero benefit of Hunter Yarbrough being there. He was lucky he had Muss. Muss kind of did all the stuff he needed to himself. He built the connection with the Hunts, and he got enough money to fund the basketball roster.
Yeah.
DDH, this was pretty already established. He didn't have to, build or show people that he could have good regular seasons. He has money. Maybe he might be under delivering. That's up to debate. I'm sure we'll get some comments on that. But the Sam Pittman, that guy never stood a shot. Because one, he's an idiot, Sam Pittman, and two, he had no funding.
Yeah,
I was never going to – I'll be honest with you. I have not donated a cent to NIL. But, why would I donate to Sam Pittman?
That was kind of like the rumor swirling around there at the end of the Pittman era was everyone was kind of on the same page of no. Why would I give him money? He can't do anything.
And I don't know. He had some decent portal pickups, right? He had Taylor Green was a decent portal pickup. Drew Sanders was a good portal pickup. Felipe Franks was a good portal pickup. Help me out if you got any.
Mike
Washington, good portal pickup.
Hazelwood
was a good one.
Armstrong.
Jordan Dominic from Georgia Tech was a decent pickup. It just seemed like a lot of those that we said, besides the ones that we named later, were Bobby Petrino, evaluating and getting smaller school guys. But Drew Sanders, that was a good pickup. He came from Alabama. There's other people. I think Pittman had money, off that Outback Bowl, right? But it just seemed like after that, it all went downhill. Maybe it went more downhill because people kind of realized Pittman was a fraud.
Still to this day, I'm going to say it. I think Sam Pittman kept that job as long as he did because Hunter Yurachek was terrified to admit that he made the wrong decision.
In that coaching search, there's no argument he made probably the worst hire. Kiffin, Ole Miss, Leach, Mississippi State, Drinkwitz, Mizzou. And I would say, Leach, granted, he died or he passed away, but he still went 9-4 or whatever his team did. He still reached as high or better than Pittman.
No, yeah. Pittman was in a league of his own, and that is not a good thing.
The guy should have never been a head coach for more than what do you go? 3-7, 9-4, 7-6, 4-8, 6-6, 7-6, and then that guy was a head coach for 5 years. That was never the intent. I thought when we hired him, I'd never thought that guy was going to be there for 5 years.
And he shouldn't have. He should have. Well, here's another thing that happened is the writing was on the wall when he hired Jimmy Sexton as his lawyer or his agent for his second contract.
Mm-hmm.
Writing should have been on the wall with that this is not going to end well. And shocker, it didn't.
Well, dude, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. What did he say? This is my last job. Back to the Yurachek thing. Tying this all back to that. Pittman was enough of a moron that he was saying, I will never leave this place. This will be my last job. And then Yurachek gives this moron an extension. Pittman was not going to go anywhere. No one in America was going to hire a 6-year-old career offensive line coach that was barely 500.
Yeah, it was Yurachek actually nervous that someone was going to come poach him.
Why give him the contract? No one was going to poach him. I think, did you remember how Yurachek was anti-NIL? And yeah. I think Sam was dumb enough to realize it didn't affect it.
Sam, until Because last year, when like he was actually, I don't think until he actually got fired that he was like, yeah, they're not going to fire me.
Or he would get pissy in the pressers and people asked him the tough questions. Like, I don't know.
Shout out to the beginning of our little intro video of Sam throwing his hands up, be like, I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. That was just the embodiment of his head coaching tenure. Was he just did not know what to do.
And
He got out-coached by practically every single coach that he ever went up against. And the only time he got wins was because of the talent on the field or a coordinator that he had.
I'm telling you, the Pittman era looks extraordinarily different without Kendall Browse and Barry Odom.
Yeah.
And honestly, yes, I love Kendall Browse, but I think the tenure would have been a lot shorter without him.
It would have been a season and a half, a lot like Chad Morris.
Yes. I just don't think people, I mean, I don't know. It's like people, like you're saying, well, I don't know. Like I saw on Twitter the other day, someone tweeted, Yarbrough tweeted something, and someone said, you're still a fraud. Or you're still a bum, or something on those terms. And then someone was over there defending Yarbrough.
Also, in case anyone will be like is going to be shocked by this statement, I'm going to go ahead and take a long shot here that this podcast, no matter how long we keep doing it, how many subscribers, how many views, any of that, I highly doubt that while Hunter Yarbrough is the athletic director, that we will be able to get a press pass to anything.
I don't want it.
I want it because I'm okay.
I'm a free speech advocate. I think I should say whatever comes to mind.
I have a journalism degree. I went to the U of A. I worked for the student paper. I've been in press conferences. I've met people in the media. I've had good relationships with a good amount of them that are still there. But the thing is, I feel like too many softball questions are tossed up to coaches, especially Sam Pittman when he was
He got
there.
it easier than anybody else.
The hard-hitting questions, so it's like for some reason, never were asked, and it's probably a good thing, especially at the end, that I was not somewhere that I could attend press conferences and ask questions, because I do not think that I would have been employed for much longer after that.
I mean, I remember Musselman. He would get tough questions.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cal, last year at the beginning of that skid, he got some tough questions. Van Horn, we'll give it to him. He's answered some tough questions. Have I liked his answers? No. But it just seems like Sam Pittman, it's like almost they like took it easy on him.
I mean, he would like shut down if you ask him a hard question. He would just get pissy and just be like, "What do you want me to do?"
Huh? Or then he would say our fans on Twitter will be negative. That affects recruiting. Well, no, Sam, what affects recruiting is the product you're putting on the field.
That's hurting our recruiting. It's not our 4-win season or our barely 7-6 season or our 2-10 season. It's not none of that. It's because Joe Blow from Arkadelphia is tweeting about how bad we are.
And by the way, whoever texted you and said that we were sunshine pumpers, go ahead and throw us in a group text after this podcast.
Oh, after today, I will. I'm going to say it's safe to say that we will no longer be called sunshine.
Just be honest. Well, that was news to me when you brought it up. Was it more than 5?
No, not more than 5 people. No.
Do I know them?
Well, they didn't say directly we were sunshine pumpers. They said seem a little bit like sunshine pumping. And I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know.
You do know them. You do know them.
I don't know how. I like to think this podcast is pretty off the rip. Like I like to think we say what's kind of entering our minds a little bit. Maybe sometimes more than we should.
And do either one of us care? Not really. What are you gonna do? Cancel the YouTube channel with like 10 subscribers? Congratulations.
Now, I'm not a believer of cancel culture, but just saying, like, if you really want, like, hell, to anyone that thinks we're sunshine bumpers, come on the pod. We'll have the debate.
And even the opposite. Even if you don't think we're sunshine pumping and you think that we're too hard on people, and
come on, like, come on.
No, yeah, anyone can come on. I don't think people understand that we truly do not care. This is not trying to be our livelihood. If something happens and we have to stop doing this, you know what's going to happen? We're going to go back to doing our normal 9 to 5 because we don't even do this full time anyways. I don't think people understand that we are doing this for just the fun of doing it. If you have a problem with that, please, there's a thing called a mirror. You should look at it.
and please join. Like, I'm all about critical thinking. Like, I'm all about having different opinions. I like a little bit of diversity, right? And I just think, like, I think we could all benefit greatly with a little bit of critical thinking.
Yeah, and fun fact, me and Fish also don't 100% agree on every single take that we have.
100%.
Shocker. People have different opinions. Oh my goodness.
I can't wait for the show to blow up and then we actually start getting negative, like, with comments or whatever, and then we're just going to be laughing about
it. Yeah, that would be very funny.
And they will be. I will probably respond. Say, "See you on the next pod." Send me your contact info.
Trust me, it is not hard to get on here.
Literally, Nick sends me a link every time we do this. I just hit accept.
And
notice I did take down the SEC champ thing. I kind of regret doing that, but
hey, we've got a full year to still be gloating about that because ain't nobody going to be SEC tournament champs in basketball for a while.
Life's good. Besides, life was good. I mean, we got an SEC championship about to have a top 5 draft pick. Baseball season, I could see being a little frustrating down the line. But hey, we're here.
We're here. And, Arkansas football, they're trying.
That's going to be when this podcast will see new highs and new lows.
Yeah. I'm thinking that for football season, we might have to do unfiltered reaction post-game videos. I
was hoping I could get my own walk and talk. I am hoping we have one lucky viewer or subscriber that will buy me the selfie stick. Imagine me walking down Cersei in the streets of Cersei with a damn selfie stick.
You know what? I think from the 501, we might be making a trip to Fayetteville for football season, just because we'll make a trip up there off of the sole purpose of
content.
And it's not a Sam Pittman-led football team. So that automatically gives me, I already have more faith in Ryan Silverfield for no reason other than it's not Sam Pittman.
Imagine our walk and talk last year after that damn Memphis game in St. Louis.
I forgot about that. We were in St. Louis together whenever that happened. And
just imagine that selfie stick walking by those homeless people.
You walk up to our coffee shop and right over there by my old apartment for a month.
I think we should do that. We should have a watch party in St. Louis.
No, I'm not going to do Love the Cardinals. St. Louis, it's a city, but I will not be spending.
Pizza's horrible. I stand, but St. Louis pizza is. I would rather have a DiGiorno.
St. Louis pizza wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great.
Give me Domino's. Domino's and 4.
Yeah, but what was that? What was it called? I mean, it's St. Louis. The little Italian district. It was nice. I liked that.
You took me the place you took me was good.
Yeah,
I got pasta.
I think it's called The Hill or something.
Yeah.
It's like their like Italian district. That place was nice. We're off topic though, but like St. Louis, I will not be spending an extended amount of time in that city ever again. But still go Cardinals.
Shout out to Southern Airways for my last trip to St. Louis. And if you want to sponsor this pod, we will gladly listen.
Yeah, if literally anyone wants to sponsor us, go ahead. I don't care who it is.
I have a lot of sent emails to Red Bull. I'm not saying that anything's in the works, but just no action has been taken.
I am a man of many things, but integrity can be bought.
Mom, if you heard that, just know I don't agree.
Oh, if there's enough dollar signs, literally anybody can be the sponsor. Texas A&M, if you give me enough money, we can talk all about the Aggies and about your weird little chance if you want to give me enough money.
And hell, the dollar amount will be surprisingly low.
Oh man. Well, honestly, this episode was a little bit longer than I expected it to be. We just kind of started riffing, and here we are.
An hour and 7 minutes in. And seriously, viewers, think about getting me that selfie stick.
I'm going to end on one closing statement. Arkansas has elite programs, elite talent across many different sports, elite-ish coaching in many different sports.
1.5.
But until baseball proves it in Omaha, and just win one. I don't know what to say. Just win one, or prove to everyone what we've been saying, and that we are just in an endless cycle of chasing the leader. We'll never be in first. We will always still be chasing. Just go win one.
Do it for the boys back home. Do it, and do it for the boys from the 501.
You can't do it for yourself. Do it for us. If you can't do it for us, well, there's a CeeLo Green song that you should listen to.
What's it called?
You know what, class? You got some homework to do. You can go figure out that reference by yourself.
Good pod, though. I like this one.
Yeah, and welcome back to the Thunderdome. We're back. We're not going anywhere. We're going to still be doing this. Even if you don't like it, I don't care. We're still going to post it. Don't watch. It's not going to hurt my feelings.
Or hell, don't watch, join the show. I mean, we're just here to challenge your critical thinking.
Yeah, also, little, I guess, breaking-ish news. Summer is a little slower, so we will be bringing on some guests to talk with. It's not going to be Paul Feinbaum. I know we go way back, but he said he's too busy for us, so he's not going to come on. but we will have some characters on.
I'm working to try to get a notable figure from Barstool on here. I'm going to say there's been no contact made. But John Gruden, this is your official invite. You're welcome on the show anytime.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought you were going to try to say Brandon Walker.
That would be. I'm all for Brandon Walker coming on the show for a day or two.
I feel like surprisingly, I think it would mesh well.
I think he would probably not hate it as much as he thinks he would.
Yeah, I would enjoy the back and forth with Arkansas and Mississippi State just because, besides the one baseball title, Mississippi State,
that guy's seen a lot of misery.
Yeah, the entire state of Mississippi having a baseball title before us is sickening.
I mean, us and Southern Miss, we're about the same as them. And to our inside source, you know who you are. I can't wait for your thoughts on the show.
Well, I think that's going to wrap everything up. I'm Nick Yarbrough. That's Peyton Fisher. This is from the 501. Buckle up. It's gonna be
we ain't going nowhere.
It's going to be a weird road, and if you ain't first, you're last. Just know that.
Stamp it.